What if humanity lived on Mars instead of Earth? Close your eyes. Imagine waking up not to a sunrise over blue oceans and green fields, but to a pale red horizon. The sky tinted with dust. The ground dry and lifeless. No birds, no rivers, no forests. Just endless desert stretching into the distance. This is not Earth. This is Mars. Now ask yourself, what if this was home? What if humanity had always lived here, not on Earth? For this thought experiment, let's imagine an alternate history. Humanity does not evolve on Earth. Instead, life finds a way on Mars. Our ancestors crawl out of Martian soil, not fertile Earth. Civilization is born under a red sky. What would we look like? How would we survive? And most importantly, would a Martian humanity even endure long enough to build a civilization? To understand this world, we must understand Mars itself. Mars is smaller than Earth, with weaker gravity, only about 1/3 of what we know. Its atmosphere is thin, fragile, and unbreathable, composed mostly of carbon dioxide. Temperatures plummet to -60 degrees Celsius on average. Water, the foundation of life, exists mostly as frozen ice beneath the ground. It is a world hostile to life as we know it. A world without forests, without oceans, without the shield of a strong magnetic field. Cosmic radiation rains down freely. Dust storms rage across the planet, sometimes wrapping the entire globe in darkness. And yet, in this scenario, humanity is born here. If humans had evolved on Mars, our bodies would be shaped by its gravity. On Earth, our skeletons are built to endure weight. On Mars, with less pull, we would grow taller, more slender, our bones fragile, our muscles weaker. Strength would not be measured in brute force, but in endurance and resilience. Radiation would be our greatest enemy. Without Earth's magnetic shield, mutations would carve their way into our DNA. Survival would demand adaptation. Our skin might darken, thickening against cosmic rays. Our eyes could evolve to withstand dust-filled skies, attuned to the dim sunlight that reaches the surface. We would not live beneath the open sky. We would burrow underground. Caves, caverns, and shelters carved from rock would become our homes. Civilization would rise beneath the surface, not upon it. Imagine childhood on Mars. You would never swim in an ocean, never hear the rustle of trees. Water would be precious, rationed, recycled, every drop measured. Farming would not stretch across fields, but grow in small, sheltered domes, lit by artificial suns. Food would be sparse. Survival would be a constant negotiation with scarcity. Where Earth's civilizations flourished with abundance, Martian civilization would rise from struggle. Cooperation, not conquest, would be the rule. A society where every mistake could mean extinction. History on Earth was shaped by rivers, fertile plains, and oceans. The Nile gave rise to Egypt. The Tigris and Euphrates birthed Mesopotamia. The Mediterranean linked empires. But on Mars, there are no great rivers, no oceans to sail, no fertile crescent. Civilization here would not be a tale of expansion, but of isolation. Each settlement a fragile island in a sea of red dust. Trade between them would be dangerous, long, and rare. A global empire might never form. Instead, humanity would remain scattered, small, insular, cautious. Where Earth's cultures celebrated growth and conquest, Martian cultures might celebrate survival itself. Every harvest, every repaired shelter, every birth would be seen as a triumph against a hostile world. Step 1. Survival. Humanity would dig, burrow, and adapt. Cities underground. Farms under glass. A world lived in shadows. Step 2. Culture. Religion, myths, and legends would form not around oceans or forests, but around the dust storms, the frozen mountains, the dim sun. The red planet itself would be worshipped, not as a god of war, but as a god of endurance. Step 3. Technology. On Earth, agriculture created surplus, surplus created trade, and trade fueled progress. On Mars, scarcity would slow this chain. Progress would come, but slower, harder. Fire might be discovered later, metalwork delayed. Great monuments, like the pyramids or temples, might never rise, because every stone would be needed for survival. Step 4. Destiny. With fewer resources, a scattered humanity might never reach the stars. Without Earth's abundance, without oceans rich in life, without forests to fuel industry, Martian humanity could remain trapped beneath its surface forever. So what if humanity lived on Mars instead of Earth? We would not be the species we are today. We would be taller, weaker, but more cooperative. Our civilization smaller, slower, more fragile. Our myths and legends carved by dust and ice, not by rivers and forests. Perhaps we would endure. Perhaps we would adapt. But we would never know the abundance of Earth. The blue planet, with its oceans, forests, and skies, may be the rarest gift of all. Without it, humanity might never have reached for the stars. In the end, the question is not just whether humanity could survive on Mars, but whether it could truly flourish. Earth gave us more than a home. It gave us possibility. Without it, we might be a whisper in the dust. And if humanity could have lived on Mars, what about another world? What if life had begun not here, not there, but on Venus, the planet of fire and clouds? Could we ever call such a place home? That is a story for another night.